Hi, everyone. I'm Brenda Blackmon, and I am thrilled to celebrate World Lupus Day on Mother's Day with our wonderful lupus community. It's not often the 2 days coincide, but when they do, it's a special opportunity to honor all moms and daughters who are affected by lupus. As a mom, it's fun to put on both hats, that of broadcaster and to interview my daughter, Kelly, who suffers with lupus and always will be my little girl, even though she really doesn't like for me to call her that. Kelly, I want to hear from you first.
Well, happy World Lupus Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Thank you for all the support you have given me over the years. I think this is becoming a tradition for us. Remember last year, I was so tired, and you said, you know what, Kel, to stay in the house. And we ended up FaceTiming, and it was fun. In this new age with this COVID-19, this pandemic, I want to let all of my lupus warriors know that it's okay to FaceTime your mom and anyone you want to spend this special day with. If you can't physically be with them, Zoom or FaceTime is perfect.
As a member of the Lupus Research Alliance Board of Directors, I am so pleased to welcome my colleague, Andrea O'Neill, Executive Director of the Lupus Research Alliance, to our Mother's Day brunch.
Thank you, Brenda. I'm so thrilled to be with you.
Kelly, I really want to know, because you moderate a lupus Facebook group with more than 6,000 members, and I know that they must have a lot of questions. So what have you been hearing from them? What are their biggest concerns, especially during this pandemic?
Well, during this pandemic, of course, everyone is always on high alert. With lupus, you're always on high alert. But with this pandemic, it's been a major concern with getting the Plaquenil. And, so a lot of lupus patients were having problems getting Plaquenil, getting refills. They would have, a 90-day prescription, and they would go to the pharmacy and either they couldn't get the prescription filled, or they would say, well, I'm going to give you a 10-day supply. Well, 10 days for a lupus patient, that doesn't really work. So it's been difficult, but hopefully it's easing, especially with everything that the LRA has been doing to advocate for us. So the FDA, the federal guidelines, everything that's been going on, but hopefully it's subsiding a little bit.
So a lot of them are not used to dealing with their doctors from a screen, are they?
I want to tell them to look at telehealth appointments as a positive instead of a negative. You get a chance to talk with your doctor. You don't have to go through signing in 1,000,001 forms and doing whatever. It's simple. You can sit in a well-lit area, talk to your doctor, address your concerns, and, so hopefully that'll ease some concerns, but I'm not sure. That's really a big concern. Do you have any tips, Mom? Since you're always on camera?
I was going to say, being on TV, it reminds me a lot about that. When it comes to going to a doctor's appointment, especially as a lupus patient, you have to make sure you have proper lighting. It's just like what we're doing right now. Make sure that you're lit well. So maybe you want to sit in front of the screen with the light facing you so that the doctor can see you and see if you have a rash or if something is bothering you that day. Remember that even for the doctor, this is new. So speak up, speak loud enough so they can hear you, and, make sure that you're both looking at each other.
Okay, great tips.
Why, thank you very much. Andrea, I'm been so proud to see all the work that the Lupus Research Alliance has been doing and to mitigate, especially when it comes to the Plaquenil shortage. Can you share some of what else you've been doing?
Yes, of course. And I'm really proud of what we've been doing, Brenda. We really took the lead in terms of advocating on behalf of the community with all the major organizations that can make a difference and really helping to alleviate the hydroxychloroquine Plaquenil shortage. For instance, we directly corresponded with the FDA and being a sponsor of the Global Rheumatology Alliance. In addition, I'm really proud to say LRA and our affiliate Lupus Therapeutics are developing a study of people with lupus and COVID-19. But I'm really excited to share with you what's going on this month for Lupus Awareness Month. I'm really proud of what we've put together. A lot of what we're talking about is informing the community and informing the public. And so, given that all the people with lupus have to teach the world about protecting against infection, we launched a new campaign, Learn from Lupus, with a wide range of programs. And I'm really thrilled that each week throughout May, we're hosting mini classes with Dr. Shayla Shorter, our very own scientific program manager. And she's going to talk about and help us better understand the immune system. And with COVID-19, some of the immune response parallels that we're seeing between the virus and lupus. Also, our social media calendar will feature a post at least once a day to share learnings and raise awareness of the disease. Now, I know Brenda and Kelly have very big social networks, so I hope you will both be sharing as much as possible, and all of you out there. So important, knowledge is power, right?
Right. Now, I've been reading a lot about something called the cytokine storm. Now, it talks a lot about people with COVID-19, and it sounds very similar to people with lupus. Now, can you share what you've heard about the LRA's scientific advisors and others about what doctors and patients who've been treating COVID can learn from lupus?
Sure, I'll try, Brenda. I'm certainly not a doctor, and I'm not Dr. Shayla Shorter, who will be sharing a lot more of this immune response information. However, cytokines are small proteins which are released by certain cells of the immune system to tell other cells what to do. In a cytokine storm, there's a severe immune reaction in which the body releases many cytokines into the blood too quickly, causing inflammation and damage to organs. Sounds all too familiar to lupus, right?
It really does.
I want to thank you both for inviting me to this World Lupus Day brunch, which happens to coincide with Mother's Day. I've also really enjoyed speaking with you and being able to share more information for our community who needs it so much, particularly at this time. Kelly, thank you for being one of the strongest voices on behalf of people with lupus and sharing your own experience with us today. Brenda, thank you for hosting this virtual World Lupus Day brunch and for always supporting the LRA as one of our most active board members.
You're always so very welcome, Andrea. Thanks, Mom. This is a great continuance of our tradition that we started last year. And I want to wish all the moms out there a happy Mother's Day. I want to wish all my fellow lupus warriors a happy World Lupus Day.
And Andrea, I am very proud to serve on the board of such a wonderful organization that dedicates itself to research into better treatments and a cure. I take care of my Kelly in every way that I can, even though she's a grown-up and I consider her a little girl. But truly, investing in the research funded by the Lupus Research Alliance is my way of investing in Kelly's future. It's difficult in these troubling economic times for the LRA to ensure that the funds are there for much needed research. And I truly understand that people may not be able to give as generously with the donations as they have in the past, but now more than ever, their contributions are needed to move lupus research forward. So we are incredibly grateful for every dollar donated. Remember, 100% goes to lupus research programs. I'd like to share the motherly advice that I can't stop giving to the beautiful woman who will always be my little girl. Pace yourself, have patience, always hope, and never forget that Mom knows best. Happy Mother's Day, everyone.